In fact, as the demand for justice in the Arjikar horror continues, the Supreme Court today also looked into the fresh status report that has been filed by the CBI. But of course, the top court has now decided against disclosing the report, saying that it will jeopardize the entire probe. In fact, according to the Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, the details of the CBI report were disturbing, and he also insisted that the central agency needs adequate time to complete the investigation as its resources are also limited. In fact, the court also instructed the Kolkata police to cooperate with the CBI and also instructed it to hand over the entire CCTV footage of the entire crime to the central agency. Listen in to what really happened at the top court.
Number one, in this policy, your lordships at 11, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6, we have a serious problem with. One is working hours of women, including women doctors, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time. Second, wherever possible, night duty may be avoided for women to the extent possible. Now, this is the policy of the state of West Bengal, and our doctors have a serious problem with this. And your lordships in multiple cases...
Can you say that women should not work on night
exactly.
duty?
Precisely.
Women will have an objection if you keep them from working.
Exactly. And to limit us to a 12-hour shift. In fact, many of the junior residents work for 36 hours flat out. Now, this is directly impinging on gender and being employed at all.
Completely right.
That is one.
The point.
We'd like, and second point, I have a second point, your lordship. I have a second point. Second point pertains to investigation. One is on this policy, your lordship is seized of it. I will leave it at that.
Women don't want concessions. They want equal opportunity in terms of safety.
Exactly.
I think the state of West Bengal must immediately correct its notification. You cannot say that women will not work more than a 12-hour shift. If men are working more than a 12-hour shift,
they are
entitled to work exactly at par with their male counterparts.
We'll issue a notification, but not an issue.
It's your duty to provide security. And we can't tell any woman today in our country who's in the workforce that you will not work at night.
Including in
pilots work at night, doctors work at night,
call centers,
your armed forces.
Armed forces work.
In fact, the Apex Court once again came down heavily on the Bengal government, arguing that the Mamata administration cannot ask women to not work at night. In fact, the top court also reminded the Bengal government that they must provide the security and also instructed them to correct their earlier notification. Appearing in the Apex Court, the Doctors' Council also demanded that the doctors must not be demonized as they continue to protest for justice. Listen in to this entire conversation.
The second thing is that there are a number of deaths that they have claimed that they say that they have got from media reports. Now, we were able to glean in the absence of being given the allegations that are being made against us. We were somehow able to glean one case from which, with regard to which we have obtained the clinical reports, and it is a lie. There's no question of it, it is a lie. So, my lords, this demonizing of the doctors has to stop. So, my lords, if my lords will take note of that and ask them to give us any further status reports or allegations that are made against the doctors so that we can respond, we would be grateful.
We have seen that Mamata Banerjee have made several of the demands that were being raised by the doctor. In fact, Supreme Court reiterates, says that doctor must resume duties. So what is the decision that is being taken at this point in time?
The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front will hold a pan-GB meeting comprising of representatives from all medical colleges of West Bengal, and it will be unanimously decided whether to join, whether to resume our duties completely or partially, and then we'll let you know our decisions very soon.